Hello and welcome to game number 1 of this best out of 3 for the losers bracket finals between virtus.pro and Fnatic, two teams that have already met each other on Thursday in Kiev, and they're gonna meet each other again, and this time someone's gonna go home. And I am being joined for this cast by QPAD.Mini. Welcome
Thank
back,
you.
I should say.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. And also, I mean, there's of course, I mean, this is a live event, so I'm having, sometimes I try to have it at least, the Russian stream open on my own stream, like stream within a stream, to show the viewers a bit of the players that are thinking about a draft. Did you check a bit of that before? Because it was very interesting. For example, when Fnatic was drafting against Empire yesterday, you saw Empire sitting there and Goblack is doing his thing, and the rest, I don't know, they didn't really seem that involved. While for Fnatic, like, they're all hunched about around Fly, apart from Trixie. Actually, he's sitting in the back. But,
I actually didn't see that because I was watching with the in-game ticket, so I
yeah.
had no idea. I
It's
forgot
quite
about
nice.
that they stream the players like that.
And then you see virtus.pro sitting there, and they're like, you see that they're discussing it, but they are using the in-game voice, I guess, because they are all talking.
Yeah, I think they just use Skype or some
Yeah.
other program like that.
Yeah.
They're just talking with each other.
It's quite funny to see that, to be fair. You normally don't see the drafting process of people actually talking about drafting process. We had Puck Gyrocopter as the first two pickups from Fnatic, with the Wisp Nyx ban, logical. Respect bans, I guess, for Trixie and for No Tail with the Chen and the Nature's Prophet. But Rider first pickup, no surprise. But a Puck and a Gyro as the first two pickups, I find that quite interesting.
I have seen both Fnatic, like the last couple of days in tournaments, I've seen Puck being played so much, especially by Fnatic. They rate him very high, and I think it's No Tail playing him nowadays.
Correct.
Yeah, and they seem to be doing very well with him, and he's a great hero.
Yeah, and they had, I think it was all 3 games. Like yesterday we had, of course, Fnatic Empire, and that actually went to 3 games. And all 3 games Hanny was playing Earthshaker.
Yep. And that's interesting, actually, because he was the mid player before, and now suddenly No Tail is midding and offlaning, and they're just role switching all the time, it feels like, right now.
Yeah, I got told yesterday by Beatis, I think, that Hani actually had the Earthshaker as a signature hero, like, sometime in the past. Maybe it could have been in Hon, actually, I didn't really remember, shame on me. But maybe No Tail only went mid because of that, which could be a reason, of course. But yeah, it was interesting development for sure. And Darkseer, Lifestealer picked up by VP. They're going pretty fast in this draft, I have to say.
Yeah, VP is going for the usual aggression picks, I would say. We both Nikes and Batrider, they have really strong mid game.
We still have the Queen of Pain in the pool, but considering they have and the Darkseer and the Batrider, I'm gonna assume one of them, or Batrider, is gonna actually go mid, unless they want to send him into the jungle and still have a Queen of Pain, which could very well be. And just pick up a Leshrac to be together with a Lifestealer or something. Actually, Leshrac just got banned out. Never mind. But pick up a support still. We still have the Rubik in the pool. We still have the Magnus in the pool. All ignored.
Yeah, I feel like more and more teams just is starting to ignore the Magnus. Except NTH, they love their Magnus.
Yeah. So yesterday again, against virtus.pro.
Yeah.
What did you think, by the way, if you saw the match? virtus.pro versus Fnatic was, of course, the first matchup for StarLadder on Thursday. It was very early, though, that the game was being played, but virtus.pro, they 2-0'd Fnatic.
I actually missed that series and just watched the NTH. I watched the other.
Yeah, NTH
because
Empire,
I missed this.
Yeah.
So they 2-0'd Fnatic.
Yeah, and Fnatic in the first game, Fnatic was, you know, they were just playing bad. I can say that because BDis said it and he was my co-caster, you know, I rely on professional opinion, so if he has that professional opinion, I can say that too. In game 2, they were a bit more confident in their play, still lost in the end.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they might have been a little bit shaky because of LAN and everything, but the thing is, Fnatic is like a very good LAN team, I would say, because we have so much experience since Heroes of New Earth. They have played so many LANs and won so many tournaments, so there should be no choking or nervousness from Fnatic's side. They should be playing on their top.
Well, that's it's do it or die today, I guess. And it's a pretty big difference also. Like if you if they lose, the losing team gets $2,000 as the number 3 place, and the number 2 gets 4,000. So it instantly doubles if you win. So that's a pretty big difference to fight for here as well. As of course the prize pool, everybody gets a prize of the 4 teams that are here, but it's very top heavy. With no Thailander, of course, already securing either $8,000 or $4,000. Did I say 100 just now? 1,000. There's the Rubik still support as expected for virtus.pro. I mean, they ban out a lot of offlaners with the Lone Druid, Bounty Hunter, Clockwork. This is basically Trixie. Trixie's heroes for the last 4.
It's all of Trixie's heroes.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what Fnatic is gonna pick up as for offlane. I guess I have seen them do puck offlane, which hasn't been working that well. It's like it works sometimes for them and sometimes not, so they might just go for a puck offlane because there's so many offlaners banned right now.
Yeah. What do you think about maybe Gyro, Bane, Lina, pretty aggressive combination, going aggressive trailing and puck in the mid and then a safe solo lane of some form of
well, they could do that, put a Gyro, Bane, Lina aggressive trailing, but it really depends on the last pickup from virtus.pro because Nike's Rubik, it's a pretty strong opening there. And if the the aggressive trial fails, it's very hard to come back from there. So it's a risk they have to take, and it really depends on this last support pickup that virtus.pro does.
If it is indeed gonna be, it's gonna be support most likely.
Support or offlane if they put the jungle, the bat in jungle or Darkseer.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, it could still be a Queen of Pain. Then you have and the Bat Rider and the Queen of Pain that can have the next bomb, so to speak.
Keeper of the
it's a Carl.
I can't believe I missed that he made it all the way through.
I didn't even think about him, but this is... Fnatic is not going to do an aggressive trial now. If they do that, I am pretty sure they're going to lose it, because Carl is a trial winner.
Oh, that's an offlaner still that was there.
Magnus. But we kind of talked about that before.
Both Magnus and Keeper of Light, 2 heroes that I think a week ago, and I'm gonna say yesterday, I think even, were picked up first, or the 2 last heroes to be picked up.
Yeah.
Those shifts.
The meta game is changing all the time.
I love it.
So,
well, one of these 2 teams gonna be going home, and we're gonna see which one it is. Well, you know, not with this game. It's only game 1, but still, it's a lot on the line. Team fight, I think, gonna be in favor of Fnatic.
I would say, yeah, for sure. They have the much better team fight with Puck, Magnus, Gyrocopter. It's just super strong, and it's interesting to see here. I see Hani is playing the Bane.
Good point. He picked up Boots first, so he's gonna roam together with Fly, I think.
Oh yeah, they are gonna put. I think we're gonna put a lot of aggression to the mid hero of virtus.pro, and yeah, it might be
Trixie Boots first. But I thought he's offline, of course, and then
yeah,
No
he's
Tail.
offline.
I guess No Tail is just their go-to puck player.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. That he's the puck player, and Hani was the Earthshaker, and now he's playing Vayne. Or maybe they have switched him to support.
Maybe next game we'll see. If they don't pick up the puck, we'll know. But since No Tail plays the puck, and we played the puck, I think yesterday. I think even in all games as well. Maybe one he didn't, but he has been sitting mid with the puck. So maybe it's just that. But Boots, yeah, on the Bane, I'm liking it. Like, I'm a caster, I like aggressive play, you know. And this definitely shouts aggressive play. Shall we go over the players? Who's playing what?
The battle begins.
You can pick a team, which one you go over.
I am gonna go with Fnatic because I know their names. We have Trixie playing Magnus on the offlane, which is kinda what we expected, and we have No Tail playing Puck in the mid. We have Fly playing the support Lina, and Honey on the Bane elemental, and last but not least, Era playing the carry Gyrocopter.
Yeah, and then we jump ourselves over to virtus.pro. where the Keeper of Light is played by Sareka. I think someone met a nice girl here. We're gonna see which one is left for that to be. We're gonna have Tamar Wild or Crazy playing the Batrider in the mid lane up against No Tail. In the jungle we'll have KSI on his Darkseer. We'll have Ines on the Rubik and Illidan on the Lifestealer, and that will make the Keeper of Light ars-art or Smile. And that is the entire lineup. So, first blood expectations. Actually, wait a second. Bane actually already coming in, waiting for that nightmare to happen with those boots super fast. But here comes Keeper of the Light, and he walks away again.
A random Keeper of the Light appears.
Yeah.
No, but
We might actually have already Magnus in some trouble. He is already getting open wounds. He doesn't have a skewer anymore, but he gets away on 50 HP. Boots, MVP. On all fronts.
I would say that virtus.pro is having the lane advantage. Just because of the fact that Magnus is gonna have a hard time achieving anything on offlane, while virtus.pro have a Darkseer jungling up.
Yeah, goes.
So,
I mean, there is of course a gyro free farming, but as long as Illidan is free farming as well, I guess. I think Darkseer is getting more than Magnus, right?
yep,
Yeah.
I would say. Because Illidan opted for picking up a very early boots as well, so now Magnus boots is not gonna do anything. Like, if they wanna kill Magnus now, they will be able to, and they are going for it. Nope.
He runs away in time, still has a skewer as well.
Top
In the meantime, on the top
tower
lane,
is under
Fnatic
attack.
decided to push. They are having the tower almost down. We are going to see a small rotation. KSI coming in with an Iron Shell creep, but you know, not going to be doing that much. Tower will still go the way of the Dire, actually. Range creep getting the last hit.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Fnatic wanna do. They wanna force the Darkseer to rotate up, and so he doesn't get his precious wood farm. And as we see, he's just moving back to the jungle again because he didn't stop the push there, and Fnatic managed to waste his time, which is a good decision.
All in all, he is already level 2 though, something that Magnus has yet to achieve. He's still level 1. He's gonna be stacking some ancients for Era, I guess. In the meantime, in the mid lane, it's quite even, I think. I mean, in terms of matchup, I don't think anybody should be able to kill each other off until level 6. We've got 10 for 2 up on No Tail with Tamar Wild sitting on 16 for 2, so he is getting slightly ahead. Oh, and of course, I mean, we've seen this matchup for a lot of the times, and I've got told that Puck's turn rate is already one of the lowest in Dota. And so with the sticky napalms, it's gonna be even tougher. Oh my god, the things I learn.
I'm looking at your stream, and is the overlay supposed to be like that?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Good point. I forgot that the camera was still on.
Okay.
My bad, thank you. Wow.
I got some people messaging me about it, and it's good that we solved it.
Oops. Oh, that's the first time that happened. Oh. Well, I guess it's not too important to see the penetrance, maybe. Can't see the skill builds though, when I have that on like that. I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed. We saw, of course, Hani walking around once. Oh, now he can do more maybe with the Invis run. But virtus.pro definitely saw him picking that up, so they're gonna be safe. Tim Wild already moving back towards his tower. Should have seen it at least. Yeah, he did. Yep, sentry word. Hello, everybody. Nightmare up on Batrider still. Here also comes Trixie. Shockwave going through. Firefly trying to help out. It's still gonna be the first blood though. Fly picks it up.
This one's gonna be
Very nice first blood by Fnatic there.
Nice rotation also from Trixie to be there.
Yep, he is getting nothing on the offlane, so he's just stacking ancients, checking runes, and he saw the opportunity to do gank mid, and he did it. And it worked out beautifully.
Yep, I mean, virtus.pro saw it, they placed a sentry ward, they were trying to counter it, but I guess they weren't counting on the Magnus and the Lina to be there, both of them. And definitely a lot of harassment going. And that will give the advantage to No Tail, I guess, even though on last hits, he's still slightly behind.
Yeah, that's the thing with that. He is a lane winner, but as we see, he's behind in last hits, but he's a whole level ahead of Batrider, which is huge. He's level 6 now, and if we see a Bane and Lina rotation to mid again, they might just score a kill on Batrider again, because of the Puck ultimate.
You know, Fly level 3, could you definitely use levels. Honey is in base, still has boots, has a smoke in his inventory now as well, so could try to go for this again. As I actually am gonna put the screen back up because people are showing the players, so I'm hoping that I will remember to take it down again after.
Yep. And as we see, I like what Fnatic Fly is doing right now. He's stacking the big camp for the gyrocopter later, so he can just go out there, pick them up, and get shit ton of golden experience.
Yeah, the same thing what Magnus is doing. I guess, I mean, that's something that also virtus.pro could be doing, would it not, that they actually have someone in the jungle that's taking that. Darkseer could take a lot, and they have got stacks, like they have got one stack at least on their jungle, and I think they're just trying to take them down actually with the supports.
Yeah. Oh.
And the
Game on.
goes again. Overlay changed. Yeah. This time in time. So what would the teams have discussed in that time?
Tactical pause.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Can happen. Hani actually going straight back mid. He's got a sentry wards of his own, so could try to place them to counter the sentry ward that was there. I mean, I don't know. He knows that it's there, but not sure if you really want to counter it, because it's not really something that will stop No-Tail from doing his thing.
Yeah, this lane is very hard for Batrider now, just because of the fact that he knows that Bane and Lina can come in whenever, and he will need to play passive now, which you don't want to do as a Batrider, because Batrider is a very aggressive hero.
Yep, and he won't be having his blink dagger anytime soon either with this amount of farm that he's getting. I feel like he might have been able to do more inside the jungle. As in, getting his Batrider faster. Blink dagger.
Yeah, he could have maybe done that and put Darkseer mid, but...
Oh, Dream Coil, they're gonna go for this. Fly coming in as well. Bane is not here yet though. They will still be able to go for him, and he should be going down. Oh, nice dodge for the Light Strike Ray, but doesn't matter. No-Tail picks it up. And Fly, I mean, Fly gets an assist, but I feel like Puck could have maybe do that by himself as well.
I think the damage, just because of the Dragon Slave from Lina, they managed to pick up that kill. I'm not entirely sure if he could have done it by himself, but it's just good to be very secure because of like...
Oh, we're gonna see NS go down the bottom lane. Illidan still trying to go for Trixie. Haster of No-Tail helping out. The TPs came in also for virtus.pro though. KSI and Timo Wild hanging around, but they won't be able to do anything anymore. Nice anticipation from, or nice, well, rotation from No-Tail.
That was a very good pickup kill from No-Tail, because not only they got the kill on Rubik, they forced both Batrider and Darkseer to come down there. So now we're having a lot of heroes just sitting down there, not really achieving anything, except Dark here. He's going after jungle immediately, but they're wasting the Batrider's time. And he's level 6 while the Puck is level 8, so he's having a very rough time right now.
We haven't looked at Era, I guess, in a while. He is heavily farming. He is still, though, slightly behind on the Lifestealer, who's also been free farming. And I say slightly behind,
just
but
a
it's
very
only
little
2
bit.
Yeah.
And the thing is... Oh, who took that stack in the jungle? Was that Lina?
Timo Wild actually...
Dire's bottom tower.
Firefly this time Sapien. More TPs coming in though. They have 4 heroes here. They're gonna go for Fly. Have gotten open wounds. Lasso hits. Wow, they really don't like Fly.
In the fire.
He is dead. Using a lasso on that was a sure kill regardless, I think.
I think so too. I think we just used the lasso, so because Batrider is very low in HP, and I think Lina could have killed the Batrider if he didn't lasso. So he just made that to save himself, basically.
That would make sense. Make more sense than anything else.
And yeah, virtus.pro managed to get a kill. They do some rotation, which is... I feel like it's worth it for virtus.pro. Like they managed to go and take a kill and then back to farming.
Yeah,
so
actually,
it's pretty good.
They actually sent NS top for a second there. He's on his way back already, but he is still not level 6. I mean, for supports, all supports are still not level 6 actually, together with the Magnus, because Magnus is a bit is actually 2 levels behind on the Darkseer. That's quite painful.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt them a lot.
Yeah, no RP.
But, yeah. And I'm curious to see how much stacking we're gonna do for Era, because I think he's gonna pick up a Helm of the Dominator himself, and just send a creep to the Ancients, and just stack that all the time, and then just kill the Ancient stack and get so much ahead for this pro. So I wanna...
Sentry Ward goes down. Oh, poor Timo Wild. He thought he was safe, but then Sentry Ward came. Okay, is I actually having the Darkseer Wall at level 7 used it to no avail. Oh, someone's around here. No Tail still hanging there. Wait a second, No Tail in trouble. Gonna not be able to orb himself away and goes down. And that's gonna be giving NS his level 6. That was overextension.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he could get away fast enough.
No, he had 3 heroes just surrounding him and he was pretty dead. He just tried to waste as much time as possible for versus pro. And No-Tail is getting dangerously close. Oh, bottom.
Yep, Illidan inside, a Fiend's Grip, everything thrown at him. That's gonna be a kill. Nicely done. Also shown that the supports of Fnatic are just level 6 with using both of their ultis. Not using the RP, even though it was there.
Well, that's a huge pickup for Fnatic. They managed to kill Nyx, who is like not an unkillable hero, but a very hard hero to kill. Using the both Bane ulti and Lina ulti is totally worth it for getting that kill, because now Era is gonna get so much more ahead than the Nyx, and it's just gonna help Fnatic overall. It's exactly what we need to do right now.
He's gonna TP it back as fast as possible. He has got a recipe for the armlet. He is almost getting it, I guess, but yeah, all of a sudden he was even for a long time, and now 500 gold, 600 gold behind on Era, who is just taking some of the neutrals. He has got a Helm of the Dominator, as you said.
Ooh.
And has got his creep hanging around the Ancient stack. To stack the Ancients. And I think also maybe Magnus is gonna profit from that if he's gonna take the experience from that. Do you think they're gonna do that with the whole team, or does Era want to take it for himself, or?
I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know. If they have the opportunity to just take it with Magnus and Gyrocopter, they might just do that. Oh, bottom.
Bottom, middle first, Bedrider goes down, bottom also. It is Trixie that drops there, and Ness helping out with the shotgun that he stole. But 2 kills, 1 for 1 trade with the Bedrider and the Magnus. I guess overall on the map it is a good trade for Fnatic. Solo mid for solo offlane. And we instantly have a smoke from Fnatic as well, with Hani and Fly roaming around. They have got Fiend's Grip and Laguna Blade. Actually only Fiend's Grip, no Laguna Blade. They're gonna go for the Keeper of Light. Nightmare is gonna set it up, Light Striker ready to follow up on, and that's gonna be a very fast kill. No Tail picking it up. And he's got his Blink Dagger.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yep.
attack.
Which is gonna be very, very important for Fnatic.
Dire's bottom tower
Virtus.pro actually, while Fnatic was killing Keeper of the Light mid, they managed to pick up the tier 1 tower bottom. Which is good for them, because they really need some tower gold now and start playing aggressive. But what worries me for Virtus.pro right now is that Bat is as far as you can get from a Blink Dagger, while Puck already has his.
He died actually 4 times out of the 7 kills that Fnatic has.
Yeah, it's hurting Virtus.pro a lot, but they don't have a very strong Batrider.
Yep. We're gonna see how they're gonna deal with it. How do you think they should be dealing with it, actually?
The only thing I can think about is sending him out to the jungle soon. Like, but right now, the thing is, if he goes out to the jungle and try to get some farm there, Nyx doesn't really have any place to farm, Darkseid doesn't really have any place to farm, so Virtus.pro is... they're having a very in trouble right now. Like, they need that blink as soon as possible, so I guess sending the Darkseid med and Batrider jungling would be better right now.
Nathan Darkseer is still in the jungle. He is going for a mechanism, by the way. He has got it almost complete. Has actually got the recipe for the mechanism already, and the recipe for the headless also, but he's not the remaining items.
Oh, he was missing 1 branch to have the full mechanism on him.
Oh, he's gonna be sending them back. Oh, Dream Coil again. No Tail though, this time No Tail. Gonna be able to jump himself out nicely, use of stick charges as well. That's gonna be the orb being stolen by Ness, but he can't really chase that unless KSI can do something in the meantime. On the top lane, actually a Lifestealer going down, Bane getting the last hit, Fiend's Grip being put to good use, I would guess, for that one. And they're actually gonna roam around, gonna try to find another one. If they have a Nightmare up on someone, there we go, up on KSI. Here comes a lasso, up on Fly. Gonna be getting picked up, No Tail coming in. And Hani just walking himself out of there. He is in a lot of trouble right now from the side. Here comes Era trying to help out. Rocket Barrage, KSI. Now running himself away as the Nest jumps himself out. RP Hits up on Tamar. Wow, they can't really follow up. Now they can. Puck picking up the bed rider. Magnus still going down to KSI. And No-Tail chasing down Smile or ars-art, but he can't really get the kill in. And that was a pretty awkward fight for Fnatic to try and take, I think.
Such a spread out and chaotic fight,
Yeah.
which favors virtus.pro for sure. And I feel like Hani and Fly had a little bit of miscommunication with their team because they went into 4 heroes that I'm pretty sure that we knew about.
They should have, because it was kind of, yeah, it was visible. Yeah.
And then Puck came in a little bit later, and they tried to take a fight, but I don't feel that they could win that easy. But they managed to pick up the Nikes before all of that happened, which is really good for them. So overall, it's not a horrible trade, but it could have been better.
Yeah, we're gonna see Fly probably going down, and Ness picking up the kill. Open wounds to help out. Really nothing that Fly could do there. As we have got Trixie hanging around. Looks like virtus.pro is looking to lay down some pressure on the tower. In the meantime, we still have Tamar Wild hanging around the mid as well. Not going for any neutrals. There's no camps being stacked, I believe. There is a stacked camp for 2 stacks, but nothing really that could get... Oh, we're gonna have a pause. Nothing really that could get himself a blink dagger. Even though with last fight he actually... I mean, he died, but I think he got some more gold out of it than he lost.
Yeah, I think so too. And I saw Era was poking a little bit of the ancient stack and took some creeps there. And I don't know how many stacks it were. I think it was only a 2 or 3 stack. I think there has been so much fighting and everything, so he has missed a couple of stacks, which is nerfing his farm a little bit, but he's still getting a lot from that stack.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the previous fight as well. He didn't die. He got in total 2 assists. He got 2,900 gold. What do you think they're gonna go for?
I think he's gonna go for MKB quickly. Or maybe not. I do not know if he's gonna pick up the BKB just because of the Bat Riders in the other team. He might just opt for a MKB faster and then a BKB. He's actually going for a Shadow Blade.
Wow. Oh.
Okay.
That's original. And I guess it spells more aggression, perhaps.
Yeah,
they never expected.
They really want to fight with Jarek after now, because going for a Shadow Blade means we're not really going late game. Because then you want to pick up big items instead of a Shadow Blade. So they want to go aggression and take the tier 1 towers everywhere as soon as possible.
Tier 1 towers. Talking about tier 1 towers, actually, the entire game, there's only 2 towers down. Like one of Fnatic, one of virtus.pro. It's like we have seen a lot of movements, but nobody is getting anything in return for the skills that they get.
No, both virtus.pro and Fnatic is very eager to hold their towers to not lose them. And as we see now, it's a trade. virtus.pro getting the top tower.
Bean's Grip already helped kill off KSI there. And that's gonna be tower defended by Fnatic and taken by Fnatic on the bottom lane. And they are gonna have to defend their top lane as well. Doesn't work out. Lightyear actually kills off the Puck before it can do anything else.
Wow, that Puck died insanely fast.
Now it is a trade. I guess an even trade once again. The tier 1 towers mid for both teams still standing, and all the outer tier 1s are gone.
Yeah. And Batrider is getting closer and closer to his Blink Dagger, while No-Tail hasn't really been able to pick up anything. So this is a very good sign for virtus.pro right now. If Bat managed to pick up his Blink Dagger, they look to be in a pretty good position.
At the same time, the Magnus is also building towards a Blink Dagger. What do you think, by the way, Hani is gonna get? Like, he's got 1,400 gold. Is he gonna go just straight for Ghost Scepter?
Yeah, I really think he should, and he is gonna pick up a Ghost Scepter first, just because of the Nikes will melt him down in 1 second if he doesn't have it.
That makes sense. 2 bracers, always useful. Could never have too many bracers.
Never. And which is kind of surprising me a little bit for the supports in Fnatic, is that nobody of them has picked up the Magic Stick or Magic Wand.
Outside of Fnatic? Not even Puck?
I mean, the supporters of Fnatic hasn't picked up. The Blaine and Lina has not picked up Magic Sticks or Magic Wands, which is basically the best item for a support, I would say.
Especially if you have a Bat Rider on the opposing team.
Exactly.
Always gonna have some stacks.
But I guess they just want to make themselves fat with bracers, and they don't feel like they have the space for the magic sticks and magic wands. Which is understandable. All small wards and everything take space, so
Dire's middle tower
it's
is
not
under attack.
that bad, it's just...
It's unusual, I guess.
it's what you prefer, I guess.
Gonna see the Blink Dagger. Team of Wild. It's gotta complete. I like virtus.pro. They're sticking together almost all the time. Like we have 4 heroes of virtus.pro in the jungle, and only Team of Wild is not around. But a moment ago he was. He just went out to get his Blink Dagger. But why is virtus.pro sticking around so much when I think they should not be wanting to take a team fight, considering what Fnatic has?
I am very surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm very impressed by Team of Wild getting his farm for the Blink Dagger. It looked very hopeless before, when he was like no goal, and suddenly he has a Blink Dagger. He's done a really good job just catching up.
And he's looking to use it as well.
But, yeah.
Gonna go for the ancients first, but as soon as someone comes close, I think we can expect a jump in, even though his Firefly is about to run out.
Yeah, I feel like virtus.pro is making the right decision here. It was a very hard and dangerous fight if we were gonna take that.
Both teams just hanging around here though. Is it the fight for the Roshan to come? I guess it is. Counterwards already being done by virtus.pro. virtus.pro, by the way, are the ones that now have the most map control, with all the wards being up, with the tier 1 tower being down on Fnatic. And I don't feel like Fnatic is trying to do anything. Like, they are, of course, again, Era trying to take a bit of Ancients down, so they are getting something, but I don't feel like they're using their time all that efficient.
No, I think Fnatic is scared. They saw the bad blink, so now they're scared of getting pick-offed by him. And VP has seen the endless smoke gang from Bane, Lina onto their carry, so they're just sticking together and fight mid.
Yeah, and they're gonna be fighting. It's gonna be Trixie that they want. He doesn't get the RP up before he dies, and dying does a very fast Era TPing in, using Shadow Blade straight away. No Teal jumping himself in, quick pull up on 2, can they take him down? Puck actually going to the RT on the side. Nice call out up on 3 though. Laguna Blade, KSI already drops. Hero has to get him back, has to get himself back out. Trixie coming back in after buying back, lands an RP up on Illidan, who does go down, but as does Trixie once again. And that was the Keeper of Light taking credit for that one. As we're gonna see Bedrider, he fell on his bottom side on his back end of the fight. Nice shockwave from the Rubik, picks himself up the gyro, and that is gonna be a 4-4-4 trade, because Trixie died twice.
This is... I would say that this is actually the better fight for virtus.pro. I mean, it's very close, but the buyback from Magnus is gonna cost him a lot, because he was getting close to his Blink Dagger, and now he's very, very far away still. And No-Tail is safe mid.
Yeah, barely, but Ines laying down the pressure. Who's got himself a Blink Dagger as well, by the way. Blink Dagger army right here.
Yeah, he is playing phenomenal on Ines right now. He has somehow gotten so much farm. He has picked up the mana boots and a Blink Dagger 21 minutes into the game, which is gonna help virtus.pro a lot. Like, they can even bait the RP from Fnatic and just steal it with Rubik, blink in and counter RP in some team fights later on. And that's something Fnatic needs to look out for.
Gonna be a big factor if he can do that. Trixie, like you said, I mean, his Blink Dagger getting shut down that hard, that's painful. They need that initiation to be there. They need Magnus to be able to stand further back, I feel. Fnatic, the one that we said at the start, has the better team fight. We got team fought, and didn't end up winning that. virtus.pro being the one to orchestrate everything. And everybody back to farming.
Yeah, the thing is with Fnatic's teamfight heroes is that their teamfights is a lot about big spells, like Magnus RP, Puck ultimate, and like they need these like ultis to take the teamfights, while virtus.pro just have so many small spells, like Nyx can just basically go in and kill whoever, and try to grip somebody, and there's just... I don't know, virtus.pro is taking these fights better, I think, because the teamfights is very even, and yeah, both teams come out with a pretty even trade, but I feel like virtus.pro is gonna have the advantage soon because of Magnus not picking up his Blink Dagger.
We see, by the way, the gold graph is still around 0. It's like 250 gold difference, which is basically nothing. And the same thing goes for the experience, even though it's slightly in favor of Fnatic. It's at 23 minutes in, with 1400 experience difference.
Yeah, this game is even. You can get.
Gonna see Era picking up a Minterhammer. Might still be going for BKB. We actually have the Bane. He is going for BKB rather than for going for a Ghost Scepter. Interestingly enough.
Well, the Ghost Scepter is good in all regards versus Nikes, but we also have a lot of spells coming out from VP, so a BKB might as well be worth it, because then we need to waste the battle to Bane. If, for example, if Bane grips the Nikes, they need to use the battle on the Bane to stop him, else we're gonna have trouble. And then Gyro can just do all the damage he wants, because of not being gripped by the Batrider.
True. We are gonna be having a Mix Bomb, or at least, well, the attempt was there, they actually back off. Well, that wasn't anti-climax. The smoke up from Fnatic was there as well. I guess both teams feeling each other a bit. Thinking it's the right situation for that. I mean, we just had a big team fight, you know, kills on either team, but nobody got anything off the back of that team fight. No tier 2 tower, no Roshan, no map control, nothing. Well, maybe the tier 2 tower top, because it got pushed in a bit by creeps and ended up being denied.
And one thing I feel like that is really going well for Fnatic right now is that their carry, Era, is level 15, while the Nikes is just sitting on level 14. It's not a huge difference, but I feel like Era might be more dangerous in these upcoming teamfights than the Nikes is going to be.
The Nikes did pick up a Desolator, and he is going to get a recall to the Coddle. Where is he going to go? Bottom lane. Oh, they were thinking about maybe picking up Era, but can't do it. And he just got brought to a forest that it's already cleaned out. Well, that's tough. Oh, there's still one camp, but yeah. We're gonna see it, because the BKB is almost done. Actually, BKB is done upon Era, with the Ancient Stack being taken down as well. We have the Magnus with the Blink Dagger now as well. So, big items being up for the next fight.
Yeah, and this next fight is gonna be really, really interesting, and I hope it comes soon.
Me too! Me too! I mean, there's just so much potential. I guess for both teams, they've, like, the thing about Dota is, of course, knowing when you're ahead and when you can go in. And I guess both teams feel that it's very even, and it's going to depend on who goes in when, rather than the heroes and how much you're ahead.
Exactly.
So they don't want to be the one to make the first mistake, basically.
And Fnatic right now is picking up the mid tower, while virtus.pro is picking up the tier 2 bottom tower, that is. And this is not a very good trade for Fnatic at all.
Dire's bottom tower,
especially not if Illidan can lay down some harassment on tier 3. They are able to do the same thing a bit with the tier 2 mid, but... Oh, wait a second, Blinking last 2 is Magnus that they have, and they are going to be able to pick him up again before the RP goes off. Fly is going to get picked up as well. Oh, never mind. Dream Coil, Illidan, through the blade hits as well. Illidan, he's already going to be Lina getting the last hit. Era looking for targets. Flak Cannon helping out, doing a lot of damage to KSI and the nest, but can't find the kill. And I know that KSI is around there somewhere, but he is going to be able to get home safe with a TP. Batrider died in the midst of all of this as well, as we're going to see a nest still able to TP out, and that is going to be Fnatic taking still down 2 heroes, 2 important heroes, Bat and Lifestealer, but losing their Magnus again before he can cast an RP. That's kind of sad.
This was such a good team fight for Fnatic. I mean, yeah, sure, they lost every tier 2 tower and only got the tier 1 tower in exchange, but they also managed to pick up 2 very important heroes. And I don't know if they noticed it, but there's a gem laying down.
Oh yeah.
And nobody's picking it up, which is sad, because that gem would have been 1,400 gold for Fnatic, because virtus.pro invested 700 gold, and having a gem is 700 gold. So I hope we see it soon, because that will help them a lot. Not needing to buy Centris.
Yep, and then, I mean, if you look at the wards from virtus.pro, well, it's about to disappear, I guess. But they do try to get their control up there. But we'll find out if they notice it's there. I guess it was in the Batrider who died there.
Yeah, he got gripped and brain sapped by the Bane and just died, which was a very, very good individual play from Haniver in that team fight.
See Fnatic rotating again, like they don't seem to be interested in that much farming. They just want to take the team fights, want to take the control.
Yeah, and none of the team is even trying for Roshan, because if you go into Rosh pit and lose a fight and maybe even lose a Roshan where it can be game over. So both teams is wisely saying no, we don't want Roshan.
Tier 2 Tower is gonna get picked up anyways. Not really that much they can do. Oh, Blinken, RP, Justin, Illidan already getting picked off again. Dream call up on Tamar Wild. Again he goes down on the back, and KSI drops as well. Lina taking that one down with the Laguna Blade. TP out from Smile. No one can do anything about that. But that is 3 heroes for 0. Fnatic showing that their teamfight is indeed superior. And finally getting on RP off.
This was really impressive play by Fnatic. They had the patience, they didn't go in and they didn't take the tier 2 tower, but in exchange they got a super good team fight out. They just bursted all their heroes, like Nikes, they just kill him immediately, Bane ulti and Lean ulti on Darkseer, and they just killed everything super quick and managed to pick up 3 kills, and we're now gonna secure the Roshan.
Yeah, talking about getting something in return for the fight. Roshan will definitely be helping them out. And as you said, it might actually be a game changer in the next fight to come. We actually have Era picking up a Demon's Edge. I'm kind of expecting an MKB, but he's not died that much. So how big do you think the chances that he's going to go for a retake?
I feel like Fnatic feels like they are getting ahead right now. So they don't need a Divine. Like Divine, I feel like is just an item you go on Gyro when this looks terrible. We need something right now, and we pick up a Divine and manage to win a team fight and maybe win the game. But right now we're ahead, so I feel like he's just gonna go for the safer option and go for MKB.
Yes, that makes sense. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Well, lucky for virtus.pro, I think, because I mean, Lifestealer has died so fast, 2 times in a row now, before the fight even started, basically. And he is going for the Assault Caress, so it will definitely help, but I mean, that was 2 very fast pickups.
One very big problem for virtus.pro right now is that they have the Nyx as a carry, and Fnatic both has Bane who can control him and the RP who's gonna stun him. So if Fnatic manage to land these things on the Nyx, he won't do any damage, and he's pretty much the only damage we have in virtus.pro. Not the only damage, but a huge part of it.
But Rider not that far ahead as he would have wanted. We're going to be seeing a fight coming in. Is virtus.pro coming in from the side? Fly already realizing that they're indeed there. They draw on the map. They knew that it was going to be an option, and they're going to be seeing Fly at least. Maybe walking up the high ground. No, oh, flying there. Tamer Wild looking. Cooldown coming down. Illidan again picked off before the fight starts. Last 2 up on Honey, but he's got his BKB. Fiend's grip up on Tamer Wild. He'll be out of play for a while as KSI gets dropped. We see Trixie getting dropped, and Bedrider and G still picked up. Let's see if they can pick up the supports as well, because those are the only 2 left alive. Smile is gonna get silenced up. Gonna need 1 more hit to take down. Era looking for it, but I don't think he can get it. Nope, can't get it. And Nessa is gonna go down though. Nightmare setting up for Light Strike Array. Oh, Ghost Scepter helping out. Telekinesis, Hadi in some trouble. And Ness doing what he can. Gets a kill, but gets picked up straight afterwards. Buys back though. Looking for more pickups, even though the rest is still very high HP. But that's gonna be a tier 3 tower, and I think, yeah, the Aegis is still up on Era, so he can still suicide for something if he wants. They're gonna go for a Ness again. If they kill him up again, no more buyback for him. Smile's gonna get forced out of their base, and the GG actually gets called with that.
Wow. This is such a strong performance by Fnatic right here. The team fights they take, they do it so well. Like, they just manage to somehow kill the Nyx every start of the fights. They blink in, they silence, they RP him and just kill him. And then the fight is basically over after a while because they don't have Nyx up. And they just pick up the rest heroes and just... Their synergy between the players is so strong and impressive. While virtus.pro, they're not playing bad at all, but they're just basically getting outfought by Fnatic right now.
Yep, and do you think it's a bit of a draft as well?
I would say that the draft is pretty even, but in this scenario where the Nyx was the pretty much only strong hero in virtus.pro, Fnatic has the better draft because they can shut the Nyx down so easily with RP, silence, and Vayne ultimate, and there's nothing really virtus.pro could do about it. And Fnatic picks up game 1.
Fnatic picks up game 1. Era very happy with that. Hugged the manager for it. we saw No-Tell putting on the jacket, so there's gonna be a bit of a smoke break, I would guess, between now and the next game. And we're gonna see a virtus.pro come force out of game number 3. And well, I think it can still go either way.
I think so too, because this was not a stomp. This
No.
game was very even, and I feel like if virtus.pro just shape up a tiny little bit, they can definitely take the game too.
Yeah, of
We'll
course.
see.
I mean, we've seen virtus.pro. They took down Fnatic in the defense finals. They took down Fnatic in the first game on Thursday, and you know they've done it before. So we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it again number 2. So stick around for game number 2 for the losers bracket finals. I like to say lower bracket finals. It sounds a bit less sad for the losers, but lower bracket finals for StarLadder Season 5. And let's get ourselves out of this game. Here we go.
Yes, and I'll go be right back and catch a drink.
Okay.
Be right back.